Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Hey, we go now to our top story tonight. The violent traffic stop involving William McNeil Jr. has sparked outrage nationwide.
Today, for the first time since the incident went viral online, William spoke publicly about what happened that day in February.
Basically, what I was taught is to, instead of fighting them on the street where we don't have power at, fight them in the courts.
Amen.
News4JAX reporter Alicia Hatcher was there as he stood alongside his family and civil rights attorneys at a Jacksonville church.
William McNeil Jr. spoke out for the first time right through these church doors, surrounded by his family and civil rights attorneys, briefly sharing what he remembers from that day.
The day I seen that video, I couldn't finish it past the window breaking. It wasn't until maybe a few months ago I finally finished the whole video.
That pain and trauma still fresh for William McNeil Jr.'s mother. Back in February, the 22-year-old college student was pulled over by Jacksonville Sheriff's officers.
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle!
They claimed his headlights weren't on, but what followed was far from a routine stop. On Wednesday, his family joined.
Wow, William McNeil Jr. What happened that day? Guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, Boss Talk 101. BossTalk101.app is where you need to pretty much download the app, pay the $7.99, get your free t-shirt. But what happened to William McNeil Jr. that day on that highway? OG, you there?
Man, I'm right here, man. What happened was black tragedy. What happens to us all the damn time? When white folks think that they can just do anything, they wouldn't have did that to a white American.
OG, it happened to some whites too. I'm not gonna get on here. What I'm not gonna do today is not gonna get on here today, and I'm not gonna sit up here and act as if they haven't done this to certain white people if they had an issue with them.
Which ones did
it wasn't as aggressive, but it's been done, OG. They get overly aggressive a lot of times.
When has it been? They didn't do it to Zimmerman.
No, Zimmer was one that did something to basically Trayvon. So you flipping and switching stuff. All I'm telling you is that day, if he'd have got out the car, because I've been in that situation, I'm not saying that they was right. But I am saying that if he would have just got out, I don't know if he would have made it through. They asked him to get out, OG. I don't know.
They don't ask me to do shit. Give me a ticket and leave me the hell alone.
I agree with you. That's the way it's supposed to go. But we're teaching our man. I'd rather see him live than die.
No, that's that coward Negro stepping fetching mentality. Whatever the police say. The police.
OG, watch your mouth first of all. What the hell is going on? This is a very professional program, man.
Excuse me, sir. I get emotional when I see this brutality of our young black boys, and y'all try to cover it up like if he had just did, he didn't have to do nothing. He's an American.
OG, you suffer from PTSD from when that little boy threw them rotten eggs on him and that man in that car through them rotten eggs on you.
That wasn't no little boy, it was grown men.
Grown men threw rotten eggs on you, and you some white guys with crew cuts with cigarettes rolled up their sleeve, and you're now trying to push this narrative all the way through. These were some.
Can you spell narrative?
Yes, I can.
White folks' words. It's a real this situation, but he got the wrong lawyer. Ben Crump.
Ben Crump is a lawyer. Ben Crump they'll settle with him. They will settle with him.
Ben Crump ain't never been to trial. He settles out to these Yankees for little pieces of chump change instead of bringing this.
Oh, gee, so you don't think there was no part wrong on this brother not getting out the car?
But so for me not having my headlights out, I gotta suffer this kind of this.
I do think they was overly aggressive, but I do think I've been in situations where it could have went just like that. It could have went just like that if I decided to take it there. He wanted a supervisor, and I know he was right for asking for a supervisor.
And that's right, and I didn't ask for him again. Like, let your window down. Step out of the car. Man, you better send a supervisor. You better send. If you don't step out of the car, we're going to do. My name is Marvin Kinsey. You better call your supervisor and tell them who you got, because today is not going to be a good day.
Wow. Well, this was a young brother, and I see my kids. Yeah, I see my kids all in his. My son and him, he looked just like, if it was my son, I'd be so upset. So I get it. But man, it's tough when a brother out there on that road trying to travel and say, "Can I talk to?" Well, I'm happy they didn't kill him, OG.
Yeah. Oh, we're happy about that. But they just killed his dignity. They killed his self-esteem. He don't know how to act, because now we got Negroes like you told me, well, if you had just got out the car, he didn't have to do nothing.
OG, all I'm saying is he could have got out the car. They probably still would have been aggressive with him. It was another brother that was helping him do it, OG.
He ain't a brother. Them folks, they got them uniform on.
It was a black dude standing right there with him. I don't think it would have went so bad. He was talking crazy to him too.
Yeah, that's what, because they're not like us. When they get among
that's a blue coat. That's a blue coat. But it was a black dude, and it was the white guy that punched him, and it wasn't just white boys out there. They had been asking him. They cut the video a little short. They had been trying to get him to get out the car. He didn't turn his lights on. They just want a reason to stop you. And I'm just saying, I'm thanking God they didn't kill him out there, because sometimes you talking to the wrong one. About get me your supervisor, and man, you could be 2 steps away from getting killed, bro. Now you want this man to set up every time he gets stopped and say, "Get me your supervisor," and talking and aggressive to these folks. I don't think they need to do that, OG. I'm sorry. I think you need to be careful to make it home safe. I think if we can avoid it, put your hands where you can see them. Okay, man, my hands are here on the steering wheel. I didn't do nothing. That's it. Get me your supervisor. Come on, man. What am I doing wrong? They don't care, OG. They just don't care.
So we can't change that narrative.
We can change it, but that boy lucky to have his life today behind that what just happened.
Martin, did none of that mean nothing to the Negroes of America? We're still allowing these Yankees to kill our children, to kill their spirits. But we didn't made laws for gay liberation. We didn't made laws for the Asian community. But it's no law to protect black people from the Ku Klux Klan.
And I gotta agree with you, but again, we have to make sure our kids make it home safe, man. Fighting, man. Look at Trayvon, man. He tried to fight for his life. He's gone. All these people that go up against these police, it don't end too well, man. Go up against these white guys, it don't end too well. I said security, but it don't matter. It's still, it's situations where, man, I want to see them make it home, bruh. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they not right. I'm not saying that they not right, bruh. They got to make it home, man.
Something happened to us. You try to justify what white America did. I'm not having it.
OG, we got to make it home, bruh. What you want him to do? Get out there and fight the damn law? He can't win.
That's right. You can win.
He couldn't win that day. Nowhere, no matter how you look at it, he couldn't win. It could have went a lot worse, and you and I both know that.
It couldn't have went no worse. It couldn't have went no worse. He could have killed one of them.
How he gonna kill? Man, they had no gun or nothing in that car. Why don't you go on with that?
He could have took that gun. He said, when God got his hand on you, can't nothing stop you.
So you telling me you would have rather him get out of there and shoot one of them police officers?
I'd have felt better. Then he got to get.
You can't do that, OG. Listen to me, OG. Let me say this. There's no way in hell we gonna be able to change or move the needle by these kids out here dying in these cars at 22 going to college. We got to find a way to put an end to stop to what they're doing. But I don't want to see nobody out there like that trying to frantically keep their life and lose their life. I'm telling you right now.
Bro, let me tell you this. Let me just tell you something biblically. They told Gideon when he had 10,000 that he would not be able to defeat the giants.
That's right.
He got all the way down to 300. With the three, it's not the number, it's the heart. As long as you Negroes keep running scared and talking about what you can't do, God will never let you do what you should do.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. You are one of those guys who, in the comments, they're gonna say, "He riding with the man. Police is killing. He ride." They always say that. But at the end of the day, if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't want nothing to happen to their son.
No, nobody want nothing to happen to
But it seemed like that's what y'all headed for. Every time somebody stab or kill somebody, every time somebody go through something, all of a sudden, now y'all, oh, you should go on and do this, do that. No, he need to make it home safe, brother.
Don't you think by the time it's all, it's a situation when every time something happens, it's me taking the loss. Why you're never taking the loss? Every time something happens, it's my people taking the loss. It's never your people. But if something happened to one cop, oh, the whole community is sad. This officer, it's a reason that he was dead. God was tired of his bullshit. So now I'm saying that as long as they're able to have license to do what they're doing just to blacks, you talk about, well, they do it to whites.
They do it to both. They've done it to both. I've seen them do it to Hispanics. I've seen them do it to Puerto Ricans. And I've seen them do it to blacks. And I've seen them do it to whites. So that's the part I'm telling you. This is a problem for everybody, man.
No, it's not a problem for nobody.
Yes, it is. These police officers need to be stopped for being so aggressive. But it ain't just for blacks. That's what y'all, and I dare y'all to get in these comments and go to talking crazy, because I'm saying that this thing has to be taken care of, but not at the loss of our children. Now say something if you want to.
They're going to say, Uncle Remus, you got to stop being the way you are and stand. If you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything.
So what? Okay, walk me down. I'm up to get you straight right now before I end this. Walk me down the path of what he should have done in that situation.
What he should have done in that situation is let his window up, locked his door, and call 911 that I'm being attacked by a white supremacist group. Or if he wanted to get an immediate response, he should have locked his door. When they was talking about, if you don't open the door, he should have said, 911, I got some niggas here with a gun. They'd have been there in 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
See, that's what I'm saying. No logic at all. No logic at all. You sitting there talking about he should say, he couldn't have time to call 911 where they were busting in that window. And that window, I was told it couldn't let down. But at any rate, I don't think that's the right way to handle it, what you just said. I really don't. He can't call 911. What do you do in that situation? Well, I'll tell you what you do. Mr. Officer, I'm going to get out the car. I don't know why you guys are trying to figure out a way to hurt me.
You're doing all this talking.
No, you trying to hurt me? Or I'm going to be, I'm going to speak to you in a tone to where I'm not frustrated, so you don't knock the hell out of me.
That's some scary nigga logic there.
You want him to get out and call 911. They gonna break the goddamn window anyway. That 911 call ain't gonna work.
Well, your way ain't gonna work.
My way is gonna work right on to the jailhouse, I guess, and live or go home that day because they told me my lights wasn't out. Now they got him for resisting arrest. OG, do you agree with that charge?
They always say he was.
I asked you a question. Did he resist arrest or not? In the court of law.
In the court of law, it was a lie. I remember one time, like 5 police beat me up, broke my wrist, and sent me to jail in front of the court and said I assaulted 5 officers. The judge looked at me with taped all up, head busted, 2 casts on my arm. And he said, so this one man beat up 5 armed officers. Case dismissed.
You lucky you made it to court, OG.
I wasn't lucky about nothing. It wasn't luck. God had another plan for me. I'm not scared to die, bro.
Well, gee, I'm not scared to die either, but I'm going to tell you this. No. I'm not scared to die, but I'm not going to pressure the moment and push it. You need to stop what you're doing here when it comes down to saying that these kids shouldn't at least be, they got to work with these 22-year-old men. This is a 22-year-old boy, to me, he's a kid. They got to speak with logic dealing with these officers, man. There's no way in hell that should have escalated like that, man. That shit escalated too fast, bro.
So you're saying it's not logical for a man to see 5 aggressive savages.
It wasn't just 5 there. They went waiting on. That tape was cut up to that point, man.
So what was out of line saying? Hey, excuse me, sir. Would you get your supervisor?
He didn't say no damn excuse me, sir.
He did.
He was frantic, man, and he was nervous. He's trying to get him to do so. It don't work like that. And he sit there and he was froze and they hit him.
So he was frantic and nervous. So if your kid was frantic and nervous, they had a right to just because he didn't get out of the car because he was too scared to get out of the car. He didn't want to die.
Well, he didn't die anyway. They drug him out the car and took him to jail.
Okay, so what could he have changed in that?
Well, like I said, it escalated to that. That's why all the other police was there. There were 4 or 5 people there now. They've been trying to get that boy out of that car for a minute. It didn't just happen like that, man.
No, it wasn't no minute.
You what? They've been trying to get that boy out that car for about 20, 30 minutes, man.
So you working for the DA now?
No, I ain't working for the DA. I'm just telling you it's going to be time variations that you're not seeing on that video.
You're trying to justify what these police did.
I'm not justifying it. He was not treated fairly, but I'm telling you that didn't just happen in the time limit we're being shown.
Jacksonville and Duval County is famous for beating up and molesting blacks, and they didn't do that to Zimmerman.
I get it, OG, and I agree with you 100%, but I'm not going to sit up here and act as if we can't beat these guys, man, like that.
We can beat them.
He like to die that day, OG.
We like to almost only count dynamites and horseshoes.
Okay. OG, I don't know the old saying about dynamite and horseshoes, but I am telling you right now, the guy pretty much could have lost his life that day. I hate it happened that way. I'm totally against you abusing or mistreating one of our younger brothers. Cause like I said, I'm not. But this boy, he got to do something to detour this stuff, man. No.
I ain't having that. One thing about it, he gonna get some millions.
He definitely gonna get millions for it. I think he did the right thing. He just went about it the wrong way. I think he did the right thing. He just went about it the wrong way.
That was the wrong way. He gonna get paid.
He could have died out there playing with them folks, man.
Well, his people would have got paid.
No, we don't want the boy to get killed. Y'all be trying to march again. That ain't gonna do nothing.
I ain't gonna do no marching this time. We're gonna do some run. We're gonna do some running. We're going down to Jacksonville and turn some heads.
See, Nation been talking like that for a long time, man, and we ain't really got no kind of nothing. We ain't got nothing out of it this far yet.
What the hell you mean? We got something out of it. They ain't gonna do nothing to the nation like that. Trust and believe. All the blacks you see.
We are the nation. What are you talking about? If it happened to one of us, it happened to me. What are you talking about?
No, you talking about a whole separate thing.
No, I ain't talking the whole separate. If it happened to them, it happened to me. That's the way the nation supposed to be looking at it.
Well, you ain't gonna let it happen to you because you're gonna bow down and do it.
I'm not gonna be telling my kids to get aggressive with these polices like that. I sure ain't.
You still gonna get knotted up. That step inflection routine.
No. What I'm saying is, you gotta know how to deal with these officers to make it home safe. I'm telling you that right now. I can do that every day. You can do that every day. You can fight the law department every day if you want to. And the ones who and what tripped me out, you probably one of the only ones that really get on here that will really take the law to battle. These other dudes, they lying. They ain't gonna do it, OG. So I'm telling you right now. These other dudes ain't doing what you saying. So they ain't moving like that. You the only one, and now you telling others to do it, you gonna get somebody hurt, man.
Well, they need to be hurt. That's why.
Their heart ain't right.
We got 20 years of our children, their mothers have been so scared, saving their lives. They had them in the house playing video games. These kids are so geographically unastute today that they don't even know where they're going. They looking at a phone, they take them somewhere and drop them off. They don't even know how to get home. They've been so programmed to, I don't want you to, don't go outside, baby. Here, let me get you this, baby. And let you getting all these obesity little kids that's playing video games and don't nothing about real life. I was put outside early. I'd come outside 6 o'clock in the morning, don't have to be back in the house until the street lights come on. I was everywhere.
Well, OG, that sounds real good, and you came up the way I did, where we could get to it. But at the end of the day, I'm just telling you, man, these young boys ain't ready for what these police trying to do to them.
You can't be afraid to die.
Well, I'm not gonna let these kids be. I'm not teaching my kids to go out here and jump in front of a bullet like that, bro. I'm not. You can't win like that.
Yes, you can.
Now, like I said, everything he done, he was trying to understand what they was doing to him, but it had already escalated to that. They showing us a film at the very end of what happened, and that's what you're seeing. And I know that's what you don't want to hear that, but that's what's happening. And
by the logics of the light here in California, they passed in January. The police, for a simple traffic stop, they are not allowed to ask you, you know why I stopped you? Hell no, I ain't no damn.
OG, they might be told saying that, but when you go up in there and go against the state, or if somebody get killed out there, man, listen, man, it's going to be a tough uphill battle trying to prove your case, man. No, I'm just telling you. You're gonna have to fight.
Die anyway.
OG, you done lived your life. That's a 22-year-old boy you talking about right there.
I was 22 one time too.
And I seen the video. You wasn't out there fighting no laws. You wasn't fighting the laws like that.
In San Quentin, putting it down every day. The gate rockets the bell.
OG, you was on the front line at 22, now at 75. You at the same damn front line. And what the hell is you getting out of it?
I'm getting peace of mind. I sleep real good at night. And when the police stop me, they know it. Well, you just got a job. I live in this neighborhood.
OG,
everybody that got a job, they want to go home. These dudes is acting tough. They want to go home to their family. And that's, well, they're out here with these savages and these gang members. They go every day risking their life. They took the job.
OG,
they knew what they was doing when they
me and you
there.
both at a very young age did some things that we not proud of, okay?
I'm proud of everything.
No, we're not proud of it.
I'm so happy.
OG, you ain't worth a damn, boy, you hell. I'm talking about, you ain't, listen, I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to be serious. This young boy might have not made it home with thinking like that right there. All I'm saying is, and I know everybody, oh man, you gotta live in the world with these white folks, man. You gotta live in the world with these people, bro. Yes, you do. You ain't finna segregate or desegregate nothing. You're not finna do nothing. So why are we trying to so hard? That's what I always say about certain people. They'll say we gonna do this and we gonna do that, but there ain't no unification, and we look like savages out here, OG.
Bro, let me give you a little history. The biggest downfall next to the Crips for the black creation was integration. When we had segregation, we had our own stores, we were doing so good.
I agree, and I remember, man.
They were doing so, black people were on their own doing
And I agree. I remember Mr. Bubba Lane. I remember Luther.
And you Negroes thought the white water was...
No, we didn't. I agree with you on that, OG, but we're mixed and mingled now. What the hell we gonna do now? What are we gonna do now to change it? We can't change it. This a whole melting pot, bro. We all together.
Ain't nothing melted but us.
We all in this same pot together, no matter how you look at it.
The white folks is stirring the pot.
Man, we got to get off. Me and you ain't going to never agree, OG, on this. Because I just don't think that you can take them to war because you ain't strong enough. And I know that. But at the end of the day, you thinking you Gideon and you finna go up against you talked about one part in the Old Covenant where it says about him taking on these giants. What about the part where in the New Testament, in the book of Luke, it talks about a man having an army that has 10,000 and another having a one that have 25,000, and would he not be wise to send a messenger forward so that he could make a compromising deal so they wouldn't even have to fight, bro? What are you talking about, man?
Well, that was a compromise. That was a war decision. But that don't mean
we got to work on trying to figure this thing out together as a people, man.
Wait a minute, the 25,000 didn't overtake them either.
No, they didn't. They basically just came to a compromise. But I'm telling you, that's what we need to do. We don't need to be running out here trying to go up against these folk with our young children, man, out here in the streets with no organization.
How many times has Ben Crump compromised with the police and ain't shit changed?
No. That's not what I'm saying. Don't twist my words, OG. All I'm saying is let's try to deal with the situation. From our people sit at the round table. They people sit at the round table. All us. We can try. We can try.
Somebody else. We don't have a table.
OG, I'm not finna do this with you, man. You my guy. You something else. You ain't worth flip, but I knew you was gonna get me today. I shouldn't even got riled up. When it comes to black and white situations, there's always a situation with me and you where you're not willing to try to even work with these people. I'm saying we in this world together and we gotta learn to love and live amongst one another. That's all I'm saying.
We've been trying to work with white America for over 500 years and it hasn't worked out.
Okay.
You have to take your own and get out of it. We've been in every war since the landing of the Plymouth Rock. We've lost lives. We've shed blood. We've shed tears. And out of 51 states, we ain't got one. That's bad economics, homie.
But what are we gonna do? It ain't coming like this.
Negroes like you, we don't want to be free. We just want white people to like
us. No, that's not the case. I'm just saying we're not gonna get it by being angry and pretty much being unorganized. That ain't gonna do nothing.
No, we're not unorganized.
We not organized. We not bringing our young people together. You can't even get a young person to sit down in front of you and talk to you about nothing, man. What you talking about? They not even finna listen to her. Them young folks is on their own mission for their commission.
A young person don't have nothing to say. Do as I say, not do as I do. Do as I say, not as I do. Well, I don't know what that is.
Well, you got it, OG. Hey, guys, get in the comments again. Do you agree with OG? I had stopped and started back. Now I'm starting back again. Make sure you download BossTalk101.app. And also, do you agree with OG? Do you agree with OG or do you agree with me? I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, it has to be an organization. He's saying let's fight like hell without it. I don't know what we're going to do. You might as well be saying that, talking about he should have just did this and this, that, and this. It don't work like that.
I said never be the victim of aggression. If a person aggressive, you aggress back. Don't let people just walk over. We tired of being walked over.
I agree with that, but it's a way to do it. It's a way to do it. It's a way to do it, OG. It's a way to do it. Man, get in the comments. We not going to stop going back and forth. We do this all day long. So at the end of the day, guys, just make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. And if you're still watching, man, again, there's a...
Ross with a sissy.
I'm not... Rick Ross had a situation on a boat, man. I'm not gonna do this with OG. OG is crazy, but that's my guy, and I'm going to bat for him no matter how he act. Boss Talk 101 reviews. OG, why you be acting?
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.